In today's update, we're just going to really talk about Linda for now. And speaking of Linda, Linda's Time was having issues at this time yesterday. The storm wasn't really doing a very good job getting vertically stacked. There may have been some mid-level shear disrupting it. I mean, it may have been close to the sea-surf temperature green, but whatever issues it was having, it's clearly starting this out right now. And the storm started to look a little bit better organized around 4 or 5Z last night. And then around 9Z, shortly after the release of the 9Z energy advisory, with a cap that retained the 80 knots, the storm was awarded. The storm peaked at 90 knots in the 21Z advisory the first time, then the 3Z and 9Z advisories over to 80 knots, respect each one. Both those advisories had 80 knots, then shortly after the eye began to clear, and we started to really see some intensification. The storm pretty much it's done a decent job maintaining the 6 CDO, even though it's recently, cloud tops here have recently warmed quite a bit, likely since it's moving over the eastern Pacific Sea surface, grading into cooler waters. That should give a relatively quick decay for this tropical cycle. But anyhow, the storm cloud peaked officially at 110 knots per the ANC. This ANC actually had the increased advisory at one instance from 80 to 105 knots, an impressive 25 knot jump that included a skip of Cat 22 intensity. So far, this was pretty remarkable, because I honestly thought the system was done, because the microwave imagery was showing kind of a collapsing core, but all of a sudden, maybe the shear must have relaxed, the appears to have relaxed ever so slightly, that allowed the core to finally organize and allow for the long-awaited clearing of the eye to take place. I mean, it didn't last too long due to the fact that the system was moving over cool waters as we speak, and likely peaked around 16Z, but nevertheless, this is nice little surprise. This is the 8th major hurricane this remarkable season we've had. We'll see many more to come. You can see it was able to mix some of the dry air out. You can see some excellent alpha still. You can kind of see signs of like a wall of shear to the north. Speaking of the north, Baja California may get a little bit more effects than I thought, or to may get some showers, even though the core is going to remain far offshore. There's some heavy showers and squall with weather. You can see it looks quite pretty on RGB, even though you can kind of see it's starting to move over the EPAC stratocumulus area, which while cools the air aloft, reduces surface mixing and can ingest drier air into these systems. Overall, kind of a nice little quick fire major hurricane. Kind of once again pulls up the EPAC and just pull these rabbits out of these hats sometimes. And just get stronger than this storm probably had no business doing. Just because the reason why I say this had no business getting this strong is because this is this close to the EPAC sea surface temperature gradient, and those that kind of messes up its instability. But the system peaked it seems that the magic number for EPAC TCs is generally 27.5 C or higher. You want to see a substantial hurricane with sufficient convection. I mean, you could get one over 25, 26C, but it's gotta have convection going to be much thinner. If you were to get a hurricane over 25, 26, 27, C, you're not going to have the thick convection that you want to have like an upwind category 4 or 5 hurricane. And here's kind of the decayed, north of Hawaii, here's the decayed remnants of what was once Hurricane Jimenez. That managed to linger around for quite some time, but it's really exposing, but the circulation appears to be well defined. And the latest intensity estimate has us at around 40 knots, which is probably pretty good, maybe 45, but anyhow, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye.